Funky mix. Start sequence. Let's go.
This is the Kolibri Discovery Delta-Recon. It connects by Wi-Fi to your phone or tablet. And by doing that, you can download the app on your phone or tablet. Well, probably phone. Tablet won't fit on here, and you can see first-person view, so you can see what the camera's seeing, or you can hook that up to your VR goggles and be able to use that to fly with. It's got a headless mode. It's got a 720 HD camera. It's got altitude hold. It does have a 350 mAh LiPo battery, which is pretty good for about 7-8 minutes of flight time. The video is 30 frames per second. It's got a 2 megapixel camera, and it does use an SD card. I believe it comes with a 4 gig SD card, maybe a 2, and does need 4 AA batteries for the transmitter. That doesn't come with this. It takes about 40 minutes to charge the battery. So let's see what's in here. So you got the instructions. Looks like they're all in English. Covers the transmitter, the dials, the screen on it, how to put the batteries in it, how to fly it, all the different functions, everything you need to know. Make sure you read the book first if you don't know what you're doing. So you got the drone. There's the camera. You can move that up a little bit, up and down. Legs are already on it. This thing's already ready to go. Just need to plug in the battery. It's got the transmitter here. Gives you a little before you fly. Make sure you calibrate it, which means get this on a flat surface. Calibrate it so it knows this is what flat means. So when it flies, it knows this is flat, not like this. It's got your little phone holder here. Transmitter that springs back to the middle, which tells you that if this has altitude hold. It's got a barometer on there. Like I said, it comes with an SD card, I believe, which should be in the back of the camera here. So it's a little micro, pops in and out there. So there's your battery, some extra props, and the charger for the battery. This looks like another piece. Yeah, this is another piece for the phone holder. It's like a sunshade. Try to keep the sun off your screen so it's a little easier to see your screen when it's sunny out. So we'll put this together. Well, finished. Guess we'll just need to charge the battery. Put the battery in it, I guess. No, it's already got. Oh, I forgot. This comes with 2 batteries. It's already got a battery in there. So basically, just hook up the battery. See, the lights are flashing, so it's already charged too. So there's no on and off switch for this. You just plug that in. So then all you need to do is put some batteries in your transmitter, turn it on, turn this on, calibrate it. Well, first you gotta get it connected. So I'm gonna put some batteries in this, I'll be back. Okay, so I got the batteries in it. It does come with a screw back here. This locks in place pretty good. I don't know if you really need it. That's up to you if you want to put it in there and put it back in there, or if you want to take it out. Just to make sure it doesn't get lost and you lose this back cover. So basically you turn it on. It tells you it's at 50%. That's the speed. So to get this working, you just push this down and let go. And then you plug the drone in, put the battery in there. It'll connect. You hear it beep, this starts splashing, you're connected. Now if you want to calibrate this to make sure this is flat and level, put it on something flat, make sure it's level, push this right stick down to the bottom right corner, it flashes. When it goes solid again, you're calibrated, ready to fly. So to start this, you push both of these down into the center. Now the blades are running. Now if you push up to take off or auto take off, it'll take off. Now to stop this, that's not how you stop it. You push the left stick all the way down and hold it, it stops. That's also how you land, so you got to be a little careful with that. This does have, like I said, altitude hold. Red are in the back, blue are in the front. Red for like the brakes on your car. So that's about it. Like I said, this gauge will tell you when you push up, it goes 100% or 0. So take it or leave it. There's really no multiple speeds here. So when you're done with this, unplug the battery first on the drone, and then you disconnect, and then you can turn this off and put it away. So it's not a bad drone. We'll take it outside and fly it, see how it works. Check out the camera. We'll put some video on that on there too. So you open your phone Wi-Fi and connect to the drone Wi-Fi, so you can get video using this app by pushing either the video or the camera button on there, or you can fly it using that if you don't want to use the controller. You can see the videos up and running. I got it running the whole time. This is kind of a big drone at about 12-13 inches, but it's kind of light, so it does get pushed a little. It might be a little underpowered. It's a decent drone, beginner drone. It's got a good camera on it, but you get it up above the trees here and the wind's pushing a little bit. Makes it a little hard to control sometimes. You got to keep fighting the wind. Now it does have altitude hold. If you let go, it'll sit there at the same height, but the wind does still push it left or right, forward, backwards, whichever way it's coming, but it's not bad. So the wind isn't terrible. If you got a little higher, it might be a little harder to fly, but you can see it's got a little distance on it. Got some height on it. It's not too bad. Like I said, the camera's pretty good. You see the yaw on it's a little slow spinning, but for a camera drone, you really don't want it fast. It gets kind of blurry and people kind of get sick looking at real fast video. So slow's off kind of good for a camera drone. You see, here's the full picture. It's not too bad. See, I'm going a little too fast, but you get it to hold there. It takes pretty good pictures. It's really not that bad. Like I said, the wind's kind of pushing around. That's why I'm not holding it too steady there. But it spins, it turns. It does funnels pretty good. You know, if you use the app, you can use the little draw on there and it'll follow the path for it. Like I said, it's not too bad of a flyer. It's got the built-in prop guards, which are kind of tree catchers. You got to watch the trees, but it's really good if you run into things. It shouldn't break. It's not that flimsy. It feels like it when you pick it up, but if you hit things, I think it'll bounce off most things. I don't know if this thing goes fast enough to really crash into something and really break it, but it does have a little bit of speed. Depending on what speed you put it into. As you can see, it's not too bad flying over my head there. You do have to watch out your head, not hit yourself. So it's really not that bad. Like I said, it's got some pitch and yaw to it, but not terrible. This isn't a speed racer here, but for a good beginner drone, this isn't too bad. I actually had kind of fun flying this thing. You know, I don't have a lot of room here. It's an acre, but it's a lot of trees, so I do have to be a little careful. So a little slower is a little nicer sometimes. I don't have to worry about crashing into trees. So if you are looking for a nice camera drone, this one's pretty nice. I would definitely recommend it. Look at it, got some height on there. You do have to, like I said, you get up in the wind, you do have to be a little careful there. And this will auto land when the battery starts dying. And this one comes with an extra battery. You get about 7-8 minutes out of each one, so about 15 minutes of flight time altogether. It's really not that bad. It only took about a half hour, 40 minutes to charge each battery, so that wasn't bad either. Just make sure you give it a couple minutes rest in between batteries, just to give the motors a chance to cool off a little so you don't burn them up. But other than that, this is a pretty nice drone. You see it kind of auto lands here because the battery's dead.